We've gotten confirmation from the U.S. Embassy that one of the two foreign tourists kidnapped and brutalized aboard a minibus in Rio de Janeiro this weekend is an American citizen. We don't have more details. We don't know if it was the man or the woman, and Brazilian police really want to protect the identity of these victims. But what we do know is that this nightmare began on Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, when the two foreign tourists boarded a minibus in the Copacabana beach area of Rio de Janeiro. Shortly afterwards, three men got on board. They forced all of the other passengers off, and then they started to brutalize these two. They tied the man up and they beat him. They repeatedly sexually assaulted the woman. They took their credit cards. They drove around to gas stations and took out money. This lasted for a good 6 hours. They dumped these two victims in a city near Rio de Janeiro. Police picked them up. They have since arrested two men suspected of these crimes, and they're searching for a third man. And it's also interesting because the police investigators said that since they published pictures of these two suspects, another Brazilian woman has come forward and said that she was attacked by them a week earlier. This is obviously a horrific crime, but it also comes at a terrible time for Rio de Janeiro as it gears up for three major international events. The first one is in July, when Pope Francis is expected to come and celebrate World Youth Day. There will be millions of youths coming to Brazil, coming to the city of Rio de Janeiro. Next year, we're going to have the World Cup. Many of those games will be played in Rio's Maracanã Stadium. And of course, in 2016, Rio will host the Olympic Games. This is going to make people ask and question whether Rio de Janeiro has solved its historic problem with violence and whether they want to come at all.